Welcome to Section 6, Practice Capability Development. In the exam, there will be 2 understanding type of questions out of the total 20. ITIL has a capability model. This has been there even before ITIL 4. We're going to have a brief look at it and then see how that relates to this specific practice. We will particularly look at the capability criteria that define each of the 5 capability levels, or more relevant, the 4 capability levels, because the lowest level of capability is working in a non-mature manner. So the practice success factors that are available in each practice take time to develop. And the ITIL maturity model defines 5 levels of capability for each of these 34 ITIL practices. It begins from level 1, which is the least or the lowest capability level, and level 5 is the highest. Now, level 1 is actually not a maturity or a capability level at all. It's a very the activities of the practice are done incompletely. The practice does not achieve its purpose or achieves only partially its purpose. The practice is not well organized. It is performed in an initial manner, intuitive manner, like a habitual ad hoc manner. And only when the practice moves to level 2, things are well established. But then we have to look at these keywords and be prepared with them for the exam. Practice systematically achieves its purpose. So note the word systematic at level 2. And here the basic set of activities are performed and by the specialized resources, which means the resources are in place for this practice, people in particular, and then all the activities of the processes are also performed. So the processes are in place. That is a key point. Level 3, the practice is well defined. So not just systematic through those processes, but also well defined and achieved its purpose in an organized way. So not just through basic activities, but in an organized way. Here it is dedicated resources. While at level 2, there are specialized resources, but they are not guaranteed to be dedicated. But here it is dedicated. And also there is integration of other practices, meaning the value stream is enabled only from level 3 and up, which means this practice is able to collaborate with other practices in various value streams. And that happens only at level 3. In fact, even the suppliers come in at level 3 only. Level 4, the practice achieves its purpose in a highly organized way, not just organized, but highly organized. And its performance is continually measured, assessed in the context of the service management system, meaning the metrics are defined for the practice, they are measured, and they are assessed periodically. Once they are reported periodically, they are also assessed, and the assessment results will be available. Level 5, the practice is continually improving organizational capabilities associated with its purpose, which means the improvement happens at this level only. And that is actually enabled by the level 4 output, which is the measurements from the reporting and the assessment. So at level 5, there is regular review of the practice. The word review is important. And based on the review, improvements can be suggested, recommended, and undertaken. So you need to note this carefully for the exam. So this is a summary. Look at the picture. And practices defined by ITIL 4 describe 34 management capabilities. And there are, in each practice, certain practice success factors, minimum 2, max 4. And together they enable the practice to fulfill its purpose. Then every PSF is mapped to certain capability criteria. These capability criteria can be at level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. And again, these capability criteria are mapped to the 4 dimensions of service management. And we will get the clear understanding of that when we go through certain capability criteria tables a little later. So the same that I narrated just now is explained in the first 2 points, or the 2 bullets here. So the capability criteria allow to assess the practice ability to fulfill its purpose and contribute to the organization's service value system. So for example, if a capability criteria at level 2 are fulfilled, that means the practice is running at level 2. If only some of the capabilities at level 3 are fulfilled, then the practice is not running at level 3 yet. It's partially running, but that doesn't mean it's at level 3, it is still at level 2. And it is natural that if the capability level is ascertained to be higher, then the practice is working even better, more comprehensively. And also, automation typically happens at level 3 and above. Because at level 2, you now know that the processes and their activities are in place, are running, and the specialized resources are also available. So only when that happens, then at level 3, there can be a focus on automation. However, there are certain practices in which automation can be done even partially or at least at level 2. So in this practice particularly, automation can start happening at level 2 itself. And we will see that information in another table afterwards.